Well, hello YouTube, and here we are with another Maxwell's Minds episode. Well, here we are, the first week of December of our 2016. I believe this will be the second last Maxwell's Mind of 2016. I don't believe I'll do another one in the month of December. This kinda is what it is. Well, as you see, the big change from the last one I did, we got snow now, which, well, it's part of winter. Living up here in Canada, we do get snow. And right now, this is nothing for snow. This is only about an inch or so. Most winters, we usually end up with, 10 inches or 12 inches or so over the course of the winter. That's after, of course, the storm comes in and things settle down and, it melts a bit and blows around. We can have anywhere from, quite a bit of snow dumping to cold weather all the way through the winter months. It's hard to believe it's December already. The year is almost gone. I don't know, maybe it's me, the way my life has been, but it's like totally crazy how quickly this year has gone by, disappeared. It seems that it was just a few months ago and we were beginning this year, and now we're almost, ended it. So of course, being it's December and all, everybody is buying into the mass panic and maxing out their credit cards to buy their Christmas gifts and everything like that. They're in the big Christmas rush, trying to buy their kids the latest and greatest toys for December that'll be in the yard sale, come June and July. That seems to be the way it's always worked and how it works every year. It's weird how things go, there's always those hot toys that people will pay, 30-40% more to get for their kid. And if you wait another month or two, there'll be more coming out at the regular price, or if not, a sale price too, You can sometimes and quite often get better deals in January, February than what you can in the month leading up to Christmas. But hey, that's the way she goes. I suppose, everybody wants the best for their children, better than what they had it. And if their child wants a toy, then quite often, they get it. I know growing up, quite often I went without the latest and greatest toys. I don't believe I ever had the toys that were the toys for Christmas. In my day, it was G.I. Joes and Transformers. And of course, I never could get the hottest Transformer that year. I always had to wait a year or so, and sometimes, you find them at yard sales for a fraction of the price, and, you're more than happy, right? So the plans for Christmas, there's nothing really big going on. I'm not traveling to see any family. Being, Dad passed away this year, that means there's no Christmas dinner for him. There might be a type of family supper. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how that works out. I don't know about putting up a Christmas tree this year, or, decorating the house this year. I haven't done that for quite a few years now. Things kind of change and they take a back burner. Sometimes you want to do things and your life gets in the way and doesn't allow you to have the time to do it, as much as you want to decorate the house and put up the tree and stuff. Sometimes it's just not there to do. What are your guys' plans for Christmas? Are you all traveling anywhere? You're going across Canada or, across the States or wherever to visit family? Are you hopping on a plane and, heading somewhere? Or are you just gonna, quietly have a quiet one and, it is what it is. it's weird, you know, when you're younger, the whole Christmas thing is like a big deal to you, you know, almost life and death. But as you get older, some of those things just don't quite matter as much or the same. You know, you're grateful, you're happy with who you have in your life and what you have in your life. You don't need to have the latest and greatest game system, or, you know, there's a few things in your life that it's nice to have. A good truck, a good vehicle. You know, with me, the choice will need to be made about the Silverado staying or going. I need to pick up an automatic truck because due to the workplace injury I've sustained, I'm finding it difficult to drive the Silverado. So maybe in the next little while we'll have to explore options. Right now there's big sales on vehicles, so you never know. Maybe New Year's or so. So maybe by New Year's or so we will make the decision on what direction to go. Well, winter weather's up and down. Just a few days ago it was plus 20. Then it was like minus 13, and kind of right now it's actually like plus 2. So winter weather's up and down. Snow comes in, snow goes, things come and go. They tend to fluctuate, you know. I don't even know if you can accurately predict winter weather anymore because of all the way the environment is. You look at their forecast, and sometimes it says it's going to be sunny and nice, and you go out there and it's raining. And other times you go and they say it's going to be raining, and it's one of the best days that there's been for a long time. Well, of course, you know, the economy itself is still slow. It is still down. A lot of people are still continuing to be out of work. You try your best to find a job. You apply for every job you can think of, even jobs that you have zero to no interest in working or experience in working, and you sometimes get a call back and sometimes you don't, you know. I suppose if you don't try, then it's not going to happen. So you have to try, and you never know how it's going to work out. If you look in the paper, there are some jobs there, but I really don't know if they're actually hiring or if they're just pretending to hire because corporate tells them so. You know, does corporate say you have to, you know, post this many ads every year during this month? You know, or is it even local that's even hiring? You know, is it other places that are recruiting? I know when I was putting out resumes here about a month ago or so, I had some phone calls that people, they were hiring jobs in Edmonton that I applied for. Well, why are you advertising in Lloydminster, not in Alberta, in Lloydminster here, when you're hiring in Edmonton? And there was nothing on the position that said Edmonton at all. In the description of the position, where it was located, anything, and you just assume it was Lloyd. It's a Lloyd company name that, you know, they have a branch here, but obviously that's not the way it was. And unfortunately, with the house and commitments here in town, I can't work in another city or move to another city as of yet anyway. The thought has occurred in my mind to relocate to elsewhere, but at the same time, will the job market be any better? And, you know, sure, I sell my house, and, you know, sure, I get my asking price for it, and I might have $350,000 in my pocket. And you go get a job in Saskatoon or Edmonton or, you know, surrounding areas to there, and are there jobs there? You know, you buy a house in Edmonton, you're going to be $500,000 before you know it, and it's not even going to be, you know, equal to the house you got here, kind of a deal. some of the houses in the cities are overpriced because, well, that's the market value of those areas, right? And you'll end up renting an apartment and basically wasting away the money you got from selling your home here, and you still don't have a stable job where you're at. So one step at a time, one day at a time, you do what you need to get done. You do what you have to get done, and sometimes the choices you make others don't agree with, but at the same time, they are not the ones living your life. You are, and you're the one that is responsible for the consequences of said actions. So that's why, well, you do what you do. Pretty much, kind of touching on the old surviving thing, making choices. In the future, I want to do some upgrades to certain things, whether it's my house or my living environment. I'd like to do some upgrades to the house and things that I've been putting on off. I just have to decide how much I want to, throw in, right? Do you want to throw it all in and have nothing as a nest egg, or do you want to do one or two small things and have a rainy day fund? Because while you don't know how long the slowdown is going to be here, is it going to be here for longer, or is it going to be gone, in the summer, right? Nobody really knows. None of the oil companies are hiring like they used to. They're testing the waters a bit, and sometimes they'll hire a crew of people, spend a week or two training them up, and then they have no work for them. What do they do now, right? They just spent 2 weeks of their life. Some of them actually quit jobs they hired or were working for this potential oil field job, just to get turned away because there are no jobs there, right? Well, for those of you that don't know what Candy Cane Lane is, essentially it's a street in Edmonton that's multiple blocks long, where at least the last few years that I've gone, 90% of the residences on that street put up Christmas decorations, Christmas lights. You kind of walk the strip, look at the lights. It's kind of an outing to get you out of the house. Outing for the family, outing for the kids, wife and husband, whatever, and kind of enjoyment. I know I touched on it in the last Maxwell's Minds, but I would like to do a few more things this year. I've got some traveling I'd like to do and places I'd like to go, so hopefully we can make something of this year. It's weird how you, or at least me anyway, how you tend to put aside or on hold your life to make other people's lives better. You tend to sacrifice your own health to make sure the bills are paid, so your family or other people living in your house has heat and water and power and all that. Where when it comes time for you to need help, sometimes these people aren't there for you and will never be there for you. And you kind of got to realize that you're basically on your own. I know there is, compassion. I know there is helping people out of tough spots, but at the same time, how much does a person give, before they start suffering themselves? And will the favor be returned if and when the time is needed? I've always done that in my life. I've always took care of other people before myself. And I think this year, I want to start taking care of myself, dealing with things that are going on in my own life. Because really, you're no good to anybody else if your life is messed up. If you've got a drug addiction or an alcohol addiction or a problem, whether it's gambling or whatever, then you have to deal with yourself, because if you get involved in another relationship, then you'll bring those problems to your new relationship. And it's kind of one of those things, you kind of got to kick whatever your baggage is, so you can move on and live for your future. You know, it's like these guys that paint their car or paint their old truck and put a fancy set of wheels on it. Well, really all they did is they masked the underlying problem of it being a rusty truck or rusty car with a a wore out motor. They really didn't solve the issue. They just kind of masked it or hid it for a while. So of course, like I said, the second last Maxwell's Mind of 2016. Hopefully, the last half of 2016 will be better than the last few months. There has been a gradual increase over the last few months of things. So hopefully we can carry that momentum on and carry it on through to, through the new year into the summer. If things can go the way I'm wanting them to go, we can get ourselves back on our feet. We won't be, on easy street by far, but at the same time, we will have some new things, have some things paid for, and we will be better off than what we were this time last year. And in the meantime, if a guy can pick up some employment, then things will get even better yet, and might even be able to make some large changes in things that are going on. The future's unknown. You can sit there all night and worry or think about the future, but when it comes down to it, it's really all the same. You can change the future or influence the future in certain ways, but at the same time, there are certain things that'll happen in your life no matter what you do, because those are the outside forces at work that you can't control. And it's how you handle said outside forces that kind of make you who you are. You're going to allow them to destroy you, allow them to come into your life and bring you down to their level, or are you basically going to dig your heels in and stand for what you believe in, who you are? And basically, if they don't like it, then, there's the door. You try and try and try, and sometimes the more you try, the harder, things get. Sometimes you gotta let it go to, move on with everything the way she goes. But pretty much, guys, thanks for joining me on this Maxwell's Mind. Kind of wrapping up the first half or so of December of our 2016. Push her on through, come on out the other side, all will be well at the other end, and around we go. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's Minds. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.